Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you in our beautiful family. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're here for the very first time and you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time and you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. Congratulations, the QTS portal has now been opened for Nigerians and other 8 countries that was recently added to the list of those that can now apply for QTS. So just as you can see on my screen, I'm just going to walk you through the process. Check your eligibility to apply for qualified teaching status, which is a QTS in England. So have you used this service before? No, I need to check if I can apply. That's the option I choose. So in which country are you currently recognized as a teacher? So I'm just going to choose Nigeria, so that we'll see how you can actually apply for this QTS from Nigeria and the other 8 countries that have been added to it. So I've chosen Nigeria. So as you can see, do you have a teaching qualification that was completed in Nigeria? Your teaching qualification must have been completed in the country where you are recognized as a teacher to be eligible for QTS. So qualification gained from other countries should not be included in your application. As you can see, of course, if you've got a teaching qualification, then you are going to choose yes, which is what I've chosen. So do you have a university degree? Of course, some teachers do have a university degree. Your degree could include your teaching qualification. So I have chosen yes for those that have a university degree. So are you qualified to teach children age 11 to 16 years? In England, 11 to 16 years is the age of secondary education. You must be qualified to teach children in this age range to apply for QTS. Of course, I've chosen yes. So does your teaching qualification or university degree qualify you to teach one of the following subjects? As you can see, if you can teach math, science, biology, chemistry, physics, French, German. Remember, the question is if you can teach one of them, not like you must know how to teach all of them. So if you can teach any of the above courses, then you choose yes. Then you continue to the next page. So as you can see, how long have you been employed as a recognized teacher? There are 3 different options, but I choose the 9 to 20 months, which I know some people may be more than that, but I just choose that because that's the middle one, just as you can see. So under 9 months, 9 months to 20 months, more than 20 months. We will ask for email addresses for contacts who can verify your work history in English. If you are successful, we will contact them before awarding QTS. So I choose 9 months to 20 months. I'm just doing a dummy application. Do you have any sanctions or restrictions on your employment record? Of course, I choose no. You don't have, but please, if you have, make sure you declare it. You are eligible to apply for qualified teacher status QTS in England. Congratulations. Remember, I mentioned in my last video that this portal will be active and open for Nigerians and other countries from the 1st of February. So as you can see, it's now open and preparing to apply. These are all the documents you will need to provide. This is a very good news for Nigerians and other countries that have just recently been added to the countries that can now apply for QTS. So you may want to spend some time gathering all the documents you need before you start your application. That's because if you don't have all the documents and you start the application, it may close in 60 minutes if you don't upload them quickly. So as you can see, proof of identity, you must provide one of the following. Passport must not have expired. Birth certificate, national identity card that shows your date of birth and nationality must not have expired. So try and provide one of them. So if your name have changed, this is for married people, that once you change your name, you will need to provide your marriage certificate or your change of name certificate. So just as you can see as well, proof of qualification, you must hold a teaching qualification that's equivalent to a UK level 6 or higher. You can use this link to check if that qualification is equivalent to level 6 but is not a degree. You must also be able to provide evidence that you hold a separate degree. We will need to understand the level to which your qualifications were focused on developing practical teaching skills. For any qualifications you must submit, you will need to provide a certificate, a transcript, or diploma supplement. So what is a transcript? Please, if you don't know, click on that to read more about it. We cannot accept the National Certificate in Education, which is the NCE, or the teacher certificate grade 2 from Nigeria. As these do not meet the required level, we can only accept applications from teachers who are qualified to teach children age 11 to 16 in one of the following subjects: math, science, biology, chemistry, and the rest. So you don't need to know all of them. So you will need to provide evidence that either your teaching qualifications specifically shows you can teach one of these subjects, or at least 50% of your university degree was in one of them. I've got some friends that study the anatomy, human anatomy. You can as well apply for this. You can teach any of the sciences, biology, chemistry, and physics. So just to answer that question I've been getting from some of my classmates back in Uniport. So the countries that are listed here, they do not need to show any proof of English, just as you can see on the screen. So I'm just going to quickly go to the requirement for Nigerians and the new countries that was just recently added to this list. So as you can see, if your teaching qualifications or university degree was taught in an exempt country, upload the transcript. So if your teaching qualification or university degree was taught completely in English but in a country that is not exempt, so these are the things you will need to provide. If you have an approved English language certificate, you will need a secure English language test at a level B2 from one of these approved providers. So you can do IELTS. So I think the IELTS score for this is 5.5 and above. During my research, I didn't see any option for naric, just as you can see here. So I'm not sure if you can use your naric certificate. So the test must be awarded within the last 2 years before the date of your application. Find that an approved provider if you need to get an English language certificate. So just explore that and see the best option for you. I didn't see any option for naric, which is why I'm not able to advise on that. You will need to provide a letter of professional standing from the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. You must request it by emailing. So this is the email address they will have to send it. You cannot send this document yourself. Instead, you must contact the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria and ask them to send it directly to us at this address, just as you can see, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. So this is the address they will have to send it. So say the document must confirm that you've completed a teaching qualification teacher training, that you've successfully completed any period of professional experience comparable to an induction period if required, that your authorization to teach has never been suspended, barred, cancelled, revoked, or restricted, and that you have no sanctions against you. The age ranges and subjects you are qualified to teach, that you are qualified to teach at state or government schools. This must be dated within 3 months of you applying for QTS. If we do not receive the document within 90 days of the date that you submit your application, we will need to close your application. So guys, we know how Nigerian things can be sometimes. Once you make this application, try and be in touch with them to ensure that they send it as soon as possible. You should request your letter of professional standing from the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria by emailing this address. You can only do this after you've applied to us for QTS. So track we require you to pay them a fee of 60,000 naira. You can see it's 60,000 naira, and provide copies of your teaching documents. You will also need to provide your QTS application reference number to make it easy. So guys, please, once you apply for this, ensure you follow it up so that they will be able to receive it within 3 months. If they don't receive it within 90 days, this application will close and you may have to pay for a new one. So you will need to provide the name and email address of a contact who can confirm that during your professional work experience, you worked unsupervised with children aged between 5 and 16 years, were solely responsible for planning, preparing, and delivering lessons to at least 4 students at a time. We will contact the references you've provided to verify your work history before we award QTS. So remember, you have to use the references of where you have worked. As a teacher with more than 1 year of professional experience but less than 2 years, you will need to complete a 2-year statutory induction period as a newly qualified teacher. This is because I choose the option of 9 to 20 months, but if you've got more than 2 years of experience, you won't need to show any of this. So this is just what it is. Like, I'm definitely going to leave the link in the description box so you can go through it before you start your application. As mentioned, please ensure you have all the required documents, so you don't start your application and you end up not completing the application and the portal will close. So before you start the application, ensure you have all the required documents. As you can see, I'm definitely going to leave the link in the description box so you can go through it yourself and gather your documents before starting your application. So you don't start your application in the middle of it, you don't have the documents to upload. So there are certain documents that are mentioned on their website that you do not need an English translation, just like your passport and your marriage certificate. But for any other documents that requires an English translation, I would advise you check out the sites they have recommended and apply for them. I wish you a very good luck in this process. I see a lot of people moving to the UK this year through teaching routes. And just to let you know that the healthcare one is still open, we haven't got any other information about it. As you can see, you will require your email address. They have said that you shouldn't use your work or university address to apply for this, because you may not have access to it, just as you can see. So guys, we've come to the end of this video, and if you have watched this video till now and you find this information helpful, do hit on the subscribe, like and share this video with your family and friends. I'm sure somebody may benefit from it. So good luck with your application. Thank you for watching, and see you right in my next video with another good news. Bye bye for now.